It's a Sunday, Tuesday afternoon in the Bronx, and it's time for Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Welcome to Fordham University's Houlihan Park at Jack Coffey Field for today's NCAA baseball game between the Stony Brook Seawolves and your Fordham Rams. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask that you please rise if you are able, and for gentlemen to please remove your hats as we honor America and the freedom that will always be ours with the playing of our national anthem.
Tuesday afternoon baseball from the Bronx. The Fordham Rams return to Houlihan Park for just the second time this season, and they'll host the 3-6 Stony Brook Seawolves for some March baseball, March 4th, 2025. Fordham Rams at 2-9, Stony Brook at 3-6. Both these teams coming off series sweeps. Fordham swept by FAU down in Florida this weekend, and Stony Brook coming off a sweep at the hands of number 5 UNC. Our pitching matchup tonight for the Fordham Rams, the freshman Jordan Rodarte. He'll be going up against the redshirt junior John Rizzo. This the second game started on the bump for the freshman Jordan Rodarte. Got roughed up a bit in his first start against Iona. That was last Wednesday in Fordham baseball's home opener, when it ended up being an 18-10 win over the Iona Gales, and the Fordham Rams looking to keep that home cooking going as the sun peaks out over Houlihan Park. 55 degrees, gorgeous weather in early March. A-10 conference play a few weeks away. The MLB season a little less than a month away, but college baseball is here, and it's here to stay. Jordan Rodarte will go up against a Stony Brook offense that struggled a bit last season. We take a look at the lineup. Leading off, it's the senior Evan Goforth playing third base. Hitting second, it's the reigning CAA Rookie of the Year and a freshman All-American Eric Paulson, the first baseman. In a three-hole, the junior Johnny Pilla cleaning up. Nico Aspoquelta hitting 5. Matthew Jackson in left field, the sixth hitter. Chance Dowdy in right field, and rounding up the lineup, the center fielder Chris Carson, the catcher Luke Zebek, and the shortstop Matt Maselli. That's the lineup that the freshman Jordan Rodarte will face here from the Bronx. Take a look at Rodarte's last outing against Iona. Only lasted 2 innings. Inning and 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, only 3 earned. He was knocked out in what ended up being a 6-run inning by the Iona Gales. Fordham would come all the way back and win that game handily, 18-10.
Leading off the top of the first inning for Stony Brook will be the third baseman, number 19, Evan Goforth.
The senior Goforth gets set in the right-handed batter's box. We are underway from the Bronx, 2:32. Rodarte out of the windup delivers. First pitch swinging is Goforth, skies it deep into left field. Walker ranging back, 5 steps back from the wall, moves to his left and makes the catch for the first out. First pitch swinging from the Stony Brook offense. Stony Brook offense that finished in most major categories last, or in bottom 3 in the CAA. And offense looking for a little bit of a bounce back. Here's the left-handed Paulson into the box, and wears a pitch on the rear end. Just like that, Rodarte has a runner on first as he hits Paulson.
Second baseman, number 24, Johnny Pilla.
2 pitches Already our third batter of the ball game. Second baseman Johnny Pilla. The left-hander takes fastball tailing away 1-0. Pilla to start this season has been Stony Brook's best hitter. Team high 355 batting average along with a 474 on base percentage. Takes a swing at a fastball, ranging over to the left side. Wachter chases, it lands safely in foul territory. And Pilla, even with a slow series down in North Carolina against UNC, 1 for 11, 7 strikeouts. Look at the numbers, 355 batting average, 548 slugging, and a 1.022 OPS. All lead the team in the early going. Stony Brook has played 9 games. Swept Bethune-Cookman to open their season. They've lost back-to-back series to Florida Gulf Coast and UNC. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled off on the right side. Lands safely in the netting for a foul ball. Pilla behind in the count, 1-2. One away in the top of the first. The freshman Rodarte on the bump. Comes set, spikes a fastball. Good block by Tommy McAndrews. And that will hold Paulson at first base. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Fordham Rams. In the outfield left to right, TJ Wachter, Tommy Markey, Andrew Canales. Infield third to first, Daniel Bucciero, Taylor Kirk, Anthony Grabow, and Matt Dieguez. Behind the plate, Tommy McAndrews making his 2025 season debut after missing the first 11 games with a hand injury. Cutting to miss from Johnny Pilla. Down swinging, 2 away for Rodarte. Rodarte rose up in the zone with the high fastball, gets his second out. I'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Nico Azpaquelta. Scoreless. To the home half of the first we go. Taylor Kirk, Tommy Markey, Daniel Bucciero coming up to lead off the hitting for the Fordham Rams. It's Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, this is Spiro Ditas, WFUV class of 2001. WFUV is the epicenter of Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, men's and women's basketball, and of course, our iconic Saturday show, One on One. So keep your radios locked in right here, 90.7 FM, for all things WFUV Sports.
Back with you from the Bronx, Lou Orlando. It's Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports. And now we take a look at Stony Brook's starter for the afternoon. It'll be the redshirt junior John Rizzo. His third appearance of the season and his first 2, 3 1/3, 7 earned runs. Rizzo, this will be his second start of his D1 career. Roughed up at Bethune-Cookman in his season debut. Inning in 2/3, 6 runs on 3 home runs.
The first inning for Fordham is the shortstop, number 12, Taylor.
I'll take on a Fordham lineup that has fared well at home historically, that has fared well against Northeast schools. Leading it off, the freshman shortstop Taylor Kirk settles into the right-hand batter's box. Rizzo finds the outside corner for a strike. Fastball in the zone, 0-1. The Fordham lineup, first three, Kirk, Markey, Bucciero, cleanup hitter Madden Acco. As Kirk rolls one over to short. Couple steps, throw across the diamond in time to get the speedy freshman. Rounding out the Fordham line at 6, 7, 8, 9 will be Grabow, Canellis, McAndrews, and Wachter. Back-to-back freshmen to open this Fordham lineup out. Taylor Kirk rounding out to short. Now here's the freshman center fielder Tommy Markey. Settles into the left-hand batter's box. Takes a fastball outside for a strike. Oh, 1 line drive, lands foul. Fastball will miss away. 1-2 count on the speedy freshman center fielder. Fastball inside corner, got the call, strike 3. 2 quick outs for Rizzo.
The third baseman, number 28, Daniel Bucciero.
Defensive alignment for the Seawolves. Jackson, Carson, Dowdy left to right in the outfield, third to first. Gofork, Maselli, Pilla, and Paulson. Behind the dish, Luke Zepek. Catching the right-hander, John Rizzo. 2 quick outs in the inning. Here's Fordham's 3-hole hitter, Daniel Bucciero. Fordham wearing their cream white jerseys, maroon. Fordham scrimped across the chest, maroon numbers on the back. For Stony Brook, navy tops, white pants, cherry red socks. 0-1 to Bucciero. Flashes the bat, half swing, call for a strike. First base umpire Brian Jury says Bucciero went around. Fordham 3-hole hitter quickly behind 0-2. Off speed, stays high. 1-2. Going for the outside corner. This time Rizzo misses. Bucciero has the count back at 2-2. Picking up right where he left off last season. First 11 games in 353, cuts and misses at the high fastball. Rizzo puts the Fordham lineup down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1, Fordham and Stony Brook. We head to the top of the second. It's Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports. What's up, everyone? I'm Lou Orlando.
I'm Nick Guzman.
And I'm Chaz McAdams.
We're your broadcasters for Fordham men's basketball.
Led by Jackie Johnson, Keith Urgo's Rams are looking to make waves in the 100th anniversary season at the Rose Hill Gym.
We've got you covered for the highs, the lows, the X's and O's as Fordham takes on the gauntlet of the A10.
Don't miss a game. 90.7 FM WFUV is the home of Fordham men's basketball.
Top of the second, no score after 1 inning, and the freshman Jordan Rodarte back out for a second inning of work. Very solid in his first inning, 9 pitches, only 1 base runner. That would be the hit by pitch to Eric Paulson. Otherwise navigated the top of the Stony Brook lineup fairly well. Rizzo sets the Fordham Rams down 1-2-3. On top of the second will be Matthew Jackson, Chance Dowdy, and Chris Carson. For the Seawolves, that's the Seawolves' entire outfield. That will come to bat here in the top of the second. For Fordham head coach Kevin Layton, another chance to get his freshman righty a game started here in a midweek game. Fordham just a day removed from being down in Florida for a series against FAU, a hard-fought series with two closely contested games. Left-handed Jackson settles into the batter's box, takes off speed away. (1-0), fastball up, stays up, 2-0. Matthew Jackson, the sophomore, Staten Island native, went to high school in Staten Island at St. Peter's. Takes a fastball inside edge. Jackson made his first appearance of the season on Friday against ranked UNC. Ultimately went 4 for 10 in that series. Another fastball on the inside edge. And once again, Rodarte gets the called strike, counts 2-2. Slider breaking in. Misses too far inside. Count worked full by the sophomore outfielder Matthew Jackson. Inside fastball jammed him. Comes back near the booth. To the 3-2 once again. Rodarte comes set at the waist. Fastball line down the left field line, well foul. Full count pitch. Fastball up, foul back over the netting. Matthew Jackson. 3 straight foul balls staying alive in the count. Rodarte deals. Off speed, swing and miss, strike 3. Dropped off the table on the outside edge. Second strikeout of the game for Jordan Rodarte.
Now batting is the right fielder, number 32, Chance Dowdy.
And up steps the right-handed outfielder Chance Dowdy. Cut and a miss on the first pitch. Dowdy settling in fairly well, the D1 ball. 8th game started of the season, hitting .250, the .716 OPS. After spending 2 years at Edmonds Community College. Skies one to center right. Canales ranging in right field, makes the catch as he calls off Markey. Quickly 2 outs for Rodarte here in the top of the second.
Center fielder, number 4, Chris Carson.
Left-handed center fielder Chris Carson steps up to hit with 2 outs in the inning, one of 4 lefties. And the Stony Brook lineup, a lineup that features a ton of balance up and down. Spikes the first pitch in the dirt. Misses low again. Carson ahead in the count 2-0. Gets one over for a strike. Fastball over the heart of the plate. Red light may have been on for Carson. The sophomore takes outside, misses off the edge. Carson in a strong 3-1 count. Rodarte steps off the mound. Quickly steps back on. Here's the 3-1. Misses low. Carson has worked a 2-out walk.
Now batting is the catcher, number 45, Luke Zepak.
That'll bring the catcher, Luke Zepak, to the plate. Sophomore transfer from West Virginia. Had about as good of a start to the Stony Brook career as you can have. Homered in his first at-bat. Since then, 0 for 19. Carson leads off at first with 2 outs. He'll go. Hit and run on. Goes to the vacated hole in second base. Carson rounds second, heading to third. Canales charges in right. Carson takes a big turn. They hold him at third. Lightly hit single by Luke Zepak, just his second of the season. Gets Carson over to third base, and all of a sudden, Stony Brook, runners on the corners, 2 out for the number 9 hitter, Matt Maselli. Hit and run on with speed on first base. Carson stealing second, and not a well-struck ball by any means. But Zepak finds the vacated hole. It trickles into the outfield. And Stony Brook challenging here in the second. Off-speed pitch sails way high on Rodarte. 3 appearances on the season so far for Rodarte. He has never lasted more than 1 2/3. This was his issue last time out against Iona. Got dinged up in the second inning, an inning that escaped the Fordham Rams. 1-0, and Rodarte misses high again. If you think back to that game against Iona, a game in which the Gales took a 6-0 lead in the second inning, it was a mix of control escaping Rodarte and poor infield defense that allowed 2 unearned runs to score. The 2-0. Maselli swings, pops it up to right field. Canales charging, and the second baseman raging back makes the play. Grabo going to his left, makes the catch over the shoulder. And Rodarte strands 2. To the bottom of the second we go. Akko Dieguez, Grabo coming up. It's Fordham Baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, this is Ben Oppenheimer reminding you to tune in to New York's longest running sports call-in show, One on One. Catch One on One live on the WFUV Sports YouTube channel every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then later on 90.7 FM from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. We'll catch you next Saturday on One on One.
Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran Duran playing in between our second inning break. Curious song choice as the Rams take on the Stony Brook Seawolves. No score yet. We head into the home half of the second. 4, 5, 6 in the Fordham lineup coming up after John Rizzo, the right-hander, put the Rams down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Back-to-back Ks against Markey and Bucciero. The cleanup hitter, Madden Akko, that will get things going here in the bottom of the second.
Is the designated hitter, number 6, Madden Akko.
Akko collected 2 hits in the series finale against FAU. Last time he was at Houlihan Park, went pretty well. 3 for 3, 4 RBIs in that win over Iona. Off speed, misses away. Rizzo comes back with a strike at the knees. 1-1 pitch. Akko fouls it over on the right side. One, two. Chop that down the line. Third foul. Rizzo needed just 11 pitches in the first inning. 1-2 pitch. Akko stays alive. Foul ball right side. Able to get a piece of the high fastball. Hard ground ball in the hole to short, ranging to his left. Maselli throws off the back foot, not in time. Infield single for Matt and Akko. The Rams have their first base runner of the game.
The first baseman, number 1, Matt Dieguez.
Here comes Matt Dieguez, the right-hander. 7 right-handers in the Fordham lineup. Umpires gonna convene here, and they'll take a look at that one. Gonna review the play as Maselli ranging to his left. Spike to throw into first base. Stony Brook, led by legendary head coach Matt Sank, gonna challenge. To the naked eye, looked like Akko beat it pretty cleanly. But the umpires will run down the third base line and behind the Stony Brook dugout to take a look at this. So Sank early in this one, bottom of the second, breaking out his challenge on the infield single by Matt and Akko. Stony Brook looking to get back on the right side of things. Open the season about as well as you could. A series sweep of Bethune-Cookman, but it's been back-to-back series sweeps on the wrong side of those. At that, swept by Florida Gulf Coast, swept by UNC. Outscored 55-20. That's a negative 35 run differential over the last 6 games. It makes a lot of sense when you start to talk about those schools down in the South, especially down in Florida and the Carolinas. A ranked UNC team, a very talented Florida Gulf Coast team. This is a Stony Brook team that's looking to compete in the CAA. It's their 3rd season in the CAA after spending 21 years in the America East Conference. Stony Brook, after a 12-15 season in conference that saw them finish 8th in the CAA, 24-28 overall, making progress here and bringing in some very talented young players that Matt Sank can develop and turn into stars. You look at that team, you've already got some big ones. One that comes to mind off the top of the head, Eric Paulson, CAA Rookie of the Year and Freshman All-American, but you've got the lefty Nicholas Rizzo, who was an all-rookie team member of the starting rotation last season. You've got some exciting prospects this year in the form of Paul Delanto, who's got an exciting high school resume, hasn't made an appearance yet. Some exciting pitching prospects in George Adams and Evan Kay. This is a Stony Brook team that, especially the last few seasons, has gotten it done on the pitching side. Going to need a little bit more offensively. For the Fordham Rams, 2 wins on the season. Both have come against Northeast schools. And after the replay review called for by Matt Sank, umpires confirm safe at first is Matt and Akko. So after a 5-minute delay, it's time for the number 5 hole hitter, the first baseman, Matt Dieguez, to step in. Akko leads off at first. Dieguez shows bunt, pulls back, fastball's high. Had mentioned a couple close games over the weekend against FAU, none closer than this Saturday. 6-5 walk-off for FAU over Fordham on Sunday. Swing grounds it up the middle, flip second to short for one, on to first, double play. Pilla to Maselli, over to Paulson. And just like that, double play wipes away the base runner. Call that a 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 26, Anthony Grabal.
Here's the freshman, Anthony Grabal. 4th start of the year for the freshman infielder. Takes a first pitch strike inside. Line drive in the hole at short, snagged by Maselli. Well, the middle infield shining for Stony Brook. The 4-6-3 double play. Nice catch on the hole at short by Maselli. And once again, Fordham goes down 1-2-3. Top of the third we go. No score yet between Fordham and Stony Brook. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hey guys, Grace McCarran here with Jack Warner.
And we're two of your hosts for Nosebleeds, WFUV's one and only baseball podcast.
We'll keep you in the loop on all tri-state news with the Yankees and Mets,
as well as the biggest headlines from around the MLB.
Catch weekly episodes of Nosebleeds on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Take a trip around the bases with Nosebleeds on WFUV Sports.
To the top of the third we go. Lou Orlando bringing you Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports. In the top of the Stony Brook lineup coming to bat, Goforth, Paulson, Pilla. As Jordan Rodarte returns for his third inning of work, it's already the longest he's lasted in a D1 game for the young freshman. 2 innings down, just 1 hit, and 3 base runners. Rodarte was able to strand 2 in the top of the second. Stony Brook leadoff hitter Goforth takes the fastball inside, 1-0. Evan Goforth spending his second season here with Stony Brook, selling in as their everyday starting third baseman. Flies one deep to left field. Wachter ranging back at the wall, looking up, it's gone. Evan Goforth gets Stony Brook on the board, a solo shot, and the Seawolves lead 1-0. The freshman Jordan Rodarte had been solid through 2. Second time around the order, the leadoff man Evan Goforth, a shot to left center that gets out to the bleachers in the football stands. Rodarte gets a swing and a miss from Paulson. Paulson, one of the bright spots in an underwhelming Stony Brook offense last year. Left-hander settles in, hard ground ball to first, snagged on the left side by Dieguez, takes it himself. That's a 3 unassisted for the first out.
Second baseman, number 24, Johnny Pilla.
So the 3-hole hitter, Johnny Pilla, struck out swinging. And his first time up, gets a second chance here. For Evan Goforth, who hit that home run to open the third. As Pilla shows bunt, but it trails foul on the left side. Second home run of the season, proves his team lead in RBIs to 7. And Stony Brook looking for Goforth to take a much larger role this season. 0-1. Pilla takes inside. Goforth, 2 years at Indiana in the Big Ten, was named to the All-Big Ten freshman team in 2022. Didn't quite build off that success in 2023. And now looking to refine some of it in the CAA with Stony Brook. Off to a strong enough start as that home run improves his hitting streak to 8 games. Pilla fouls it back. Rodarte ahead in the count 1-2 on the Stony Brook 3-hole hitter. Righty on lefty as Rodarte deals. Fastball inside edge does not get the call. Count even 2-2. If this Stony Brook offense is indeed going to take the leap that really it needed to last season, it's going to be guys like Goforth stepping up, having improved seasons. Fastball misses away and count worked full by Johnny Pilla. Off the end of the bat, sent out to left field. Ranging to his left is Wachter, makes the catch in front of his eyes for the second out.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 40, Nico Aspaqueta.
DH Nico Aspaqueta up with 2 away in the third. Off speed, bounces in the turf, 1-0. As Rodarte looking to bounce back from the leadoff home run. Fastball away, 2-0. 2 outs in the inning. Stony Brook ahead 1-0 after Evan Goforth's solo shot. Aspaqueta up, also riding a 7-game hitting streak. 2-0. Big cut and a miss. The 2-1. Inside, catches the zone. Count even, 2-2. Two outs in the inning, the 2-2 pitch. Rodarte deals. Aspaqueta puts his bat on it in foul territory, ranging over Dieguez. Makes the catch with his back to the infield. So after the solo shot by Evan Goforth, Rodarte retires 3 straight. And we go to the home half of the third, Rams trailing by 1. Lou Orlando bringing you Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, my name is Ryan Rucco, WFUV class of 2008. WFUV is your home for all things Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, Fordham men's and women's basketball, in addition to our Saturday show, One-on-One. Stay right here on 90.7 FM for all things WFUV sports.
Evan Goforth gave Stony Brook a 1-0 lead with his solo shot in the top of the third. Now the Fordham Rams have a chance to respond. Andrew Canales, Tommy McAndrews, and TJ Wachter make up 7, 8, 9 in the Fordham lineup. As the right-hander John Rizzo remains out there for his 3rd inning of work. Allowed a leadoff single in the 2nd inning, but got the double play right after, so for all intents and purposes, 3 up, 3 down in back-to-back innings. For Rizzo, deals to Canales. First pitch swinging, fouls it off right. Canales, graduate student, 2nd year with the Rams. 0-1, spiked in the turf, 1-1. As is the case for many of the batters in this Fordham lineup. Last time they were at Houlihan Park, things went pretty well. It was an 18-10 win for Fordham over Iona. Canales broke the game open with a 3-run shot to right. Off the end of the bat, foul in right field, lands in the Fordham bullpen. One-two count to Canales. Hard ground ball to short. Maselli plays it off at 2 hops. Throw across the diamond in time. 6-3 for the first out. And stepping up to the plate for the first time this season, it's the junior catcher, Tommy McAndrews. No batting gloves, but he does have a guard over his left hand as he steps up to the plate. McAndrews hurt his hand in the fall, missed the first 11 games. Takes a fastball high for a strike. Fordham would love to have his bat back in the lineup, and if he can swing his bat the way he did his freshman year where he was named to the A-10 All-Rookie team, and do a lot to get the Fordham offense back in a good groove. McAndrews cuts and mitts at the fastball behind 0-2. Rizzo deals. Fastball high, misses the zone 1-2. McAndrews sensational in his freshman campaign, slowed down a bit in his sophomore year, looking to bounce back as a junior. 1-2, fastball misses away. Rizzo deals, fastball, sails high. From 0-2 to 3-2, McAndrews has worked back into this count. Full count pitch. Line drive through the hole between third and short. And his first at bat back, McAndrews a single. He'll get some love from the Fordham dugout. McAndrews at first, the number 9 hole hitter, TJ Wachter, settles in. Wachter making his second start of the 2025 campaign. Intimidating presence in the box, 6'7". As Rizzo yanks that pitch into the left-hand batter's box. One-0 pitch, catches Wachter at the knees for a strike, and when you go up against Wachter, the bigger they are, the bigger the strike zone, and that is certainly the case. With the 6'7" TJ Wachter, 1-1 count, big cut and a miss. Behind 1-2. Off speed, catches the zone, outside corner for a strike, and Wachter down looking. 2 away in the inning for the Rams.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 12, Taylor Kirk.
Lineup flips back over, the freshman shortstop Taylor Kirk. McAndrews on first base with 2 outs. Fordham trails 1-0 in the third. First pitch fastball, outside corner for a strike. Kirk showing bunt, sends it down the third baseline. Rizzo to play it from the mound, fires to first in time. And that'll put a close to the third. So Tommy McAndrews a single in his first at-bat back in the 2025 campaign. Fordham can't do anything with it. 3 innings in the books. It's Stony Brook up 1-0. We head to the 4th. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, this is Mike Breen, WFUV class of 1983. WFUV is the flagship station of Fordham Athletics with live coverage of Fordham football, Fordham men's and women's basketball, in addition to Saturday one-on-one. Stay right here on 90.7 FM for all things WFUV Sports.
Hey guys, it's John Merritt Tripp from Fordham Men's Basketball. You can catch all of our games on 90.7 FM and the WFUV Sports YouTube page. And make sure to fill the hill this season as we celebrate 100 years in the Rose Hill Gym. WFUV is the home of Fordham basketball. Go Rams.
Back with you for the top of the fourth. Matthew Jackson, the left-hander, lead things off for Stony Brook. Rodarte back out for his fourth inning of work, misses high with the fastball 1-0. Jackson, big cut and a miss. That's by him, count 1-1. Jackson struck out in the second inning. Sophomore looking to take a much larger role in the Stony Brook offense this year. That takes fastball tailing away, count 2-1. Fastball low, Jackson ahead 3-1. Jackson appeared briefly last year as a freshman for Stony Brook in a limited two-way role. Seems they have eyes on him being a starting outfielder this year. Hard line drive to center field forces Markey back, leaping catch in front of the 395 sign in center field. And that's out number 1.
Right fielder, number 32, Chance Dowdy.
Off speed stays high to Chance Dowdy. Finds the zone with that second pitch, count 1-1. Dante peers in, righty on righty matchup. Slider breaking away, misses the zone 2-1. The 2-1 pitch fouled back behind home plate, count even 2-2. Two count, hammered to left center field. Wachter racing back at the track, looking up, it's gone to the bleachers in the football stands. Solo shot from Chance Dowdy, and Stony Brook ahead 2-0. Back-to-back innings, back-to-back solo shots going against the freshman Jordan Rodarte. This Stony Brook lineup, second time through the order, has been able to plate 2 over the wall in left center field, and that is a trip. Houlihan Park shares its space with the Fordham football field. Left-handed Chris Carson settles in. So both those shots going out around the 40-30 yard line, closer to center field. And now Rodarte clips the foot of Chris Carson. Action stirring in the Fordham pen. As the freshman getting into some trouble here, McAndrews out to talk and calm him down. It's the bottom of the lineup, Luke Zepek, the 8-hole hitting catcher. The shortstop, Matt Maselli, on deck. Then the lineup flips over. Zepek last time up broke an 0 for 19 skid with a weak ground ball through second base on the hit and run. Good speed on first base with Chris Carson, who's reached base for a second time today. Carson 4 steps off of first base. Goes for second. Zepek swinging, hammers it into left field. Wachter drifting back, that one's gone too! Carson waited to see if that one would go, and it certainly does. 2-run shot by Luke Zepek. And Stony Brook out to a 4-0 lead, 3 of them coming in this inning.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 3, Matt Maselli.
Things unraveling quickly for Fordham's freshman starter. And Kevin Layton out to pull Jordan Rodarte after 3 1/3 innings. Layton slowly out to the mound. For now, just a discussion here at the bump. Fordham in a 4-0 hole. A solo shot by Chance Dowdy, Chris Carson hit by pitch, and then a 2-run blast from Luke Zepek. 3 runs in the 4th. After a lengthy discussion, head coach Kevin Layton will take the ball from his freshman starter. It's Connor Haywood that will come in relief. 1 out in the top of the 4th, a 4-0 ball game. We'll take a quick break. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports. Back in a second.
Hi, this is Michael Kay, WFUV class of 1982. WFUV is your home for all things Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, Fordham men's and women's basketball, in addition to our Saturday show, One on One. Stay right here on 90.7 FM for all things WFUV Sports.
It's the senior and second-year captain Connor Haywood, a right-hander that comes in to relieve Jordan Rodarte. So Rodarte, 3 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 3 runs here in the 4th inning have knocked Rodarte in what is his longest outing of his D1 career to date. Still young in his D1 career. A senior Haywood comes in. And and it's been a tough go so far. One of Fordham's most veteran arms, roughed up in back-to-back relief outings against NC State and Northwestern. He's only recorded 2 outs on the season in 2 appearances. 7 earned runs allowed in the early going. Looking to bounce back against this Stony Brook lineup. It'll be the 9-hole hitter Matt Maselli to meet him. Righty on righty. Maselli shows bunt, pulls it back as Haywood misses away. Showing bunt again down the third base line. Haywood out from the mound, throws to first, got him for the second out. Stony Brook up 4-0. 2 home runs in the inning from Chance Dowdy, a solo shot, the 2-run bomb from Luke Zepek. Fordham 2 outs in the frame. Looking to get out of this one without further damage. Lineup flips over. Evan Goforth homered his last at-bat. Swings, ground ball up the middle, snagged by Haywood behind the back. Flips to first base, a nice defensive play from the senior right-hander. Retires back-to-back batters and limits further damage. Not before 2 home runs in the inning. Chance Dowdy and Luke Zepek have given Stony Brook a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th we go. Marky Bucciero-Acco coming up for the Rams.
I'm Chaz McAdams.
And I'm Ben Oppenheimer.
And we are 2 of your hosts for On the Hill, the flagship podcast of Fordham Athletics.
We'll be talking about everything from football at Moglia Stadium
to hoops at the historic Rose Hill Gym.
Discussing the ins and outs of all Ram athletes, teams, and big games.
If you want to be part of the Ramily, then listen to On the Hill from WFUV Sports.
Well, you hear that promo for On the Hill, WFUV's flagship podcast of Fordham Athletics. It's going to be a big week for Fordham Athletics, especially Fordham women's basketball, as the Atlantic 10 Women's Basketball Championship kicks off this week at the Henrico Center in Virginia. Fordham, the number 8 seed, they've earned a day 1 bye, and they will kick off play at 11 a.m. on Thursday, March 6th against number 9 Duquesne. Fordham swept Duquesne in the regular season. They're looking for their 3rd A-10 title since 2014. We've got our crew down in Virginia, Tucker Austin and Chris Carino, so catch all the games this week on WFUV Sports. Bottom of the 4th, Fordham trailing 4-0. And Tommy Markey swings first pitch, fouls it over the netting behind the booth. Markey struck out looking his first at-bat. Big cut and a miss. And Rizzo quickly has him behind 0-2. Strong outing so far for John Rizzo. The 0-2 pitch, right-hander deals, misses outside with the fastball. One-two is popped up on the left side in foul territory. Maselli calls off Goforth and makes the catch in shallow left field for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 28, Daniel Bucciero.
Here's Bucciero. Rizzo got the better of him in the first inning as Fordham's 3-hole hitter and reigning all-conference selection struck out swinging in the first inning. 0-1. Bucciero takes low. One, fastball sails high, 2-1. Bucciero, clear cut, is Fordham's best bat coming into the season, ranked the 42nd third baseman in D1 baseball, as he fouls it back behind the netting by D1Baseball.com. Already hardware through his first 2 seasons, all rookie team as a freshman, second team all A-10 in 2024, dominant in A-10 play, and he's been dominant to start the season. Takes away, has battled back, 3-2 count. Rizzo kicks and deals, ground ball off the end of the bat to second base. Pilla scoops it up with 2 hands, throws to first for the second out.
The busy hitter, number 6, Madden Akko.
Akko slides in, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Stony Brook a 4-0 lead after plating 3 in the top of the 4th. Akko, line drive down the left field line. That'll drop fair, and it'll get to the wall. Jackson gonna hit the cutoff man in shallow left field. It's a sliding double for Madden Akko, who continues to rake in the cleanup hole for the Rams.
Number 1, Matt Dieguez.
Akko was one of Fordham's best freshmen last season, and he's looking like he's made the leap to the everyday starter that Fordham wants him to be. Leads off a second with 2 outs. Dieguez at the plate. First pitch swinging, looping line drive into right field, lands safely. Big turn from Akko, throw in from right field, not in time. And the throw skirts behind home plate. Dieguez will get to second base. Z-Pack could not handle the throw in from right field from Dowdy. Fordham on the scoreboard here, trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the 4th. It's an RBI single by Matt Dieguez. Some 2-out production from the Fordham Rams. Here's the freshman Anthony Grabow. Line out to shortstop his first at-bat. Takes low to start this one. Fordham trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Dieguez leads off a second base, 3 steps off the bag. Fastball high, 2-0 count for the freshman second baseman. And Rizzo misses low. He's got Grabow ahead in the count, 3-0. Grabow comes into play hitting .385 and 13 at-bats to start his D1 career. 3-0 pitch. Taken, fastball over the heart of the plate for a strike, as Rizzo took a little off. Dieguez leads off a second. Infield shaded right, 3-1. Ground ball up the middle, ranging to his left, Maselli throws, got him at first base to end the inning. Not before the RBI single from Matt Dieguez after the 2-out double from Madden Akko. Gets Fordham on the board, it's 4-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, this is Ben Oppenheimer reminding you to tune in to New York's longest running sports call-in show, One on One. Catch One-on-One live on the WFUV Sports YouTube channel every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then later on 90.7 FM from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. We'll catch you next Saturday on One-on-One.
Connor Haywood returns in the top of the fifth for the Fordham Rams after the right-hander came in relief and got the last two outs of the fourth inning. 2-3-4 in the Stony Brook lineup. It starts with Eric Paulson, and Haywood clips Paulson on the legs with his first pitch.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 24, Johnny Pillow.
So Paulson aboard via the way of hit by pitch. For the second time in this game, brings up Johnny Pillow, the three-hole hitter, 0 for 2. Back-to-back lefties in the Stony Brook lineup for Haywood to navigate. Misses away. "1-0, fouled hard down the first base line. Haywood to end that fourth inning. Back-to-back nice plays defensively. Fielded the bunt by Baselli and then made that nice snag on Goforth, behind the back snag to get out of the inning. Paulson leads off at first. The leadoff hit by pitch. Fastball outside edge for a strike. Haywood ahead of Pillow 1-2. Haywood deals, ground ball to second. Grabow flips to short for one, not in time. As Pillow beats the throw at first. But grab out at Kirk for out number one in the inning. It's a fielder's choice as they nab the lead runner, Paulson.
But as a hitter, number 40, Migo Espoplota.
Haywood trying to navigate 2-3-4 in this lineup. Aspaquelta 0 for 2. First pitch breaking away, just misses outside edge for a strike. It's Aspaquelta ahead 1-0. Haywood, pickoff attempt at first base. Pilla back in safely. Another pickoff attempt, back-to-back pickoff attempts by Haywood, who wants to keep the Stony Brook second baseman Johnny Pilla close to the bag at first. It's Pilla about 3.5 steps off of first base as he leads off. One out in the inning, Stony Brook ahead 4-1 here in the top of the fifth. Off speed, drops in for a strike. 1-1 count to Aspaquelta. 1-1 count. Haywood delivers. Misses high. McAndrews rising up quickly to keep an eye on Pilla at first base. Hayward now in his senior season, tied for the team lead with 25 appearances last year. Pilla goes, throw down for McAndrews. He got him. Great throw by McAndrews, good tap by the second baseman, Anthony Grabow. And Fordham erases the leadoff base runner. Tommy McAndrews making his season debut and already has a caught stealing on the ledger. 2-2 pitch, rolled softly. Bucciero charges, scoops with the glove, fires across the diamond in time. 1-2-3 inning for Connor Haywood. Stony Brook held scoreless in the fifth. 7-8-9 of the Fordham order coming to bat. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hey guys, it's John Tripp from Fordham Men's Basketball. You can catch all of our games on 90.7 FM and the WFUV Sports YouTube page. And make sure to fill the hill this season as we celebrate 100 years in the Rose Hill Gym. WFUV is the home of Fordham basketball. Go Rams.
At bottom of the fifth we go. One last athletics note. Basketball heads to Virginia for the A10 Women's Basketball Championship. Fordham men's basketball in their last season, their last week of the regular season. Home against GW tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and they'll end the season, the regular season, in Rhode Island at Saturday, 2 p.m. Bottom of the fifth, Fordham trailing 4-1. Hard ground ball through the hole, left side of the second base bag. It's a leadoff single by Andrew Canales. As Fordham looking to cut away at this 3-run deficit.
Now that is the catcher, number 37, Tommy McAndrews.
Right-hander John Rizzo pitching into the fifth inning here. He's been excellent. We'll have a mound visit and see if this is just a pep talk or if this is going to do it for the redshirt junior. Rizzo's been excellent so far. And this seems more like a pep talk than anything else. Got a man warming up in the Stony Brook bullpen. That would be number 41, Jacob Patterson, another redshirt junior. Well, Rizzo allowed to stay back out there. Sits at 55 pitches here in the top of the fifth. Well, here's McAndrews singled in his first at bat of the 2025 campaign back in the third inning. And takes a pitch away, starts this count 1-0. Canales leads off at first base after the leadoff single. 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside corner for a strike. McAndrews off the end of the bat, loops it into right field, going to his left and making the catch is Dowdy for out number 1.
Now batting is the left fielder, number 22, TJ Walker.
One away in the inning, Fordham's 9-hole hitter, TJ Wachter. Struck out looking back in the 3rd. Canales throwing at first base, stealing second, throw down, not in time and unable to make the catch. On the throw down by Z-Pack is Johnny Pilla, so an easy stolen base for Andrew Canales. Pitch called a strike on the delivery from John Rizzo. Fordham has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Canales, second stolen base of the season. Big cut from Wachter off the very end of the bat. And it twirls foul. Wachter behind in the count, 0-2. Now 5 strikeouts and 11 at-bats after the 3rd inning. Fastball misses high. That's been the critique on TJ Wachter in his career. Has all the power in the world, ton of skill, has struggled at the plate with strikeouts throughout his career. Stays alive, goes with the fastball and fouls it off the netting above the Fordham dugout on the first base side. The 1-2 pitch. Wachter stays alive again. Off the end of the bat, foul, rolls to the Fordham dugout. Solid speed on second base with Canales. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Stony Brook ahead 4-1. 25th matchup between Fordham and Stony Brook. Stony Brook's taken each of the last 2 games. Going for the outside corner and missing away, just missing away, is Rizzo. Two count. Caught looking, strike 3. Wachter goes down looking for a second time today. Duty will pass over to the freshman Taylor Kirk. Canales still at second base. Now 2 outs in the inning. Lengthy battle there between Rizzo and Wachter. Rizzo gets the better of him with a fastball at the knees. Taylor Kirk 0 for 2 today after coming in hot. Strong start to his freshman campaign. Fastball high, in for a strike. Kirk entered play hitting .333 and 39 at-bats. That's a team-leading 39 at-bats. Fouls the fastball back and quickly behind 0-2. So a Fordham lineup that lost a lot of experience down the middle of the infield, but also in the outfield, namely Ryan Teasy. Evidently getting some talent back. Freshman Taylor Kirk, fastball misses high. Canales going for third, and fumbling with it is Goforth. The throw beat Canales by a mile, but he swipes third. And now a chance 90 feet away. Kirk at the plate. A 1-2 pitch. That fastball almost clocked Kirk in the head. One, 2. Fastball rises high. Count even 2-2. Canales led off this inning with a single, stole second during the Wachter at bat, and has now stolen third here with 2 outs in the inning. The 2-2 pitch, fastball high once more. Kirk has battled back to work the count full. 2 away in the inning, Fordham trailing 4-1 in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2 pitch off the end of the bat. Pilla settles under it. To the right at second base, and that'll do it for the 5th inning. Fordham squanders the leadoff single from Andrew Canales. To the top of the 6th we go. Stony Brook ahead 4-1 in this Tuesday afternoon affair in the Bronx.
Hi, this is Spiro Ditas, WFUV class of 2001. WFUV is the epicenter of Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, men's and women's basketball, and of course, our iconic Saturday show, One on One. So keep your radios locked in right here, 90.7 FM, for all things WFUV sports.
Hour and 20 minutes into this Tuesday afternoon battle between Fordham and Stony Brook. Stony Brook ahead 4-1 as we ready for the top of the 6th. And it's Connor Haywood back out once again after hitting Eric Paulson to open the top of the 5th. Fordham was able to get a fielder's choice. They then got Johnny Pilla caught stealing. So Haywood only had to face 3 batters in the 5th inning. He's faced 5 batters. He's recorded 5 outs. 5, 6, 7 in the Stony Brook order coming up. The left-handed Matthew Jackson, sophomore left fielder, settles in. Righty on lefty matchup for Haywood. Infield straight on. Outfield straight on as well. 1-0 pitch to Jackson. Haywood misses low once more. Still action in the Stony Brook bullpen. Rizzo's day could be done. Too low off the end of the bat by Jackson. In foul territory, rolls back. The 2-1 pitch, chopped foul down the first base line. Count even 2-2. Two-two count on Jackson. Gives a wave on the inside pitch, goes around, strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Connor Haywood. For Connor Haywood, that's the first strikeout of his 2025 campaign. After a tough couple rough outings. Seems to be bouncing back well here against Stony Brook. Misses away to Chance Dowdy. Dowdy's solo shot in the 4th inning. The first of 3 runs that came to score for Stony Brook. Big cut. Helmet comes loose a tad. 1-1 count. Haywood goes over the heart of the plate for a strike, ahead 1-2. Dowdy's solo shot to second. of his 2025 season, his first year playing D1 ball after 2 years at Edmonds Community College. Haywood's got him ahead 1-2. The pitch skipped into the left-hand batter's box. McAndrews lunges to keep it here. Two-two count. Haywood rocks and deals. Line drive, back up the middle for a base hit. Dowdy's second of the game. Stony Brook a base runner here in the sixth.
Number 4, Chris Carson.
And you get a little concerned with this part of the lineup, maybe not historically on the season, but back in the fourth inning, Dowdy the home run, Carson gets a hit by a pitch, and then Zepek the two-run shot that has given Stony Brook this 3-run lead. It's Carson here. He's reached base twice already. Walk in the second, hit by pitch in the fourth. Big lead from Dowdy at first base. And Dowdy takes a big secondary lead as well. Carson fouls it over on the left side. Dowdy 4 steps off the bag at first base. Haywood gives a peek over his left shoulder. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside, went off speed. McAndrews liked the pitch and gave him. One count to the left-handed Carson. Haywood comes set, delivers. That one sent straight up. McAndrews pulls the mask off, gives a run, but it lands in the stands behind home plate. Looks like the Fordham softball team in attendance for this game. I see Nalia Noge in the stands just left of home plate. Solid crowd here for this Tuesday afternoon game between Fordham and Stony Brook, two local New York teams. Local relatively, Stony Brook out on Long Island. 1-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the sixth. Runner on first. Haywood delivers. His pitch rolled over to second base. Going to his left, flipping over to first. His grab out for out number 2 as they'll let Dowdy advance to second base with 2 away.
Catcher, number 45, Luke Zepek.
Zepek steps up with 2 outs, had a nice day so far, 2 for 2. Single in the second, 2-run shot in the fourth. Big lead from Dowdy off a second. Off speed, gets the call on the outside corner. It has not been the most consistent zone from our home plate umpire, Tim McCaffrey, today. That one goes the favor of the Rams. Oh, 1. Jams Zepek. Few steps in from Canales, settles under it for out number 3. Now the 1-out single from Chance Dowdy not going to come back to bite the Rams. Haywood settles down, gets the 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Stony Brook ahead 4-1, and it's Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hey guys, Grace McCarran here with Jack Warner.
And we're two of your hosts for Nosebleeds, WFUV's one and only baseball podcast.
We'll keep you in the loop on all tri-state news with the Yankees and Mets,
as well as the biggest headlines from around the MLB.
Catch weekly episodes of Nosebleeds on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Take a trip around the bases with Nosebleeds on WFUV Sports.
Bottom of the sixth, and a new arm for the Stony Brook Seawolves as it's the right-handed redshirt junior Jacob Peterson. Peterson, 2 appearances on the season, 2 2/3 innings, 1 run, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. Having a nice start to his 2025 campaign, his first year of D1 baseball. We'll go up against 2-3-4 in the Fordham lineup. It starts with the freshman center fielder Tommy Markey. Peterson misses first pitch of the fastball away. Peterson, 2 years at Adelphi with John Rizzo, both spikes that one in the turf. Markey a 2-0 count. And on the subject of John Rizzo, a brilliant performance, 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 4 Ks. And he hands it over to his former Adelphi teammate Jacob Peterson here in the 6th. Markey skies one to right field. Paulson ranging over in foul territory makes the catch in shallow right for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 28, Daniel Bucciero.
The all-conference third baseman, Daniel Bucciero, 0 for 2 today. Fordham trailing by 3. Front-breaking slider catches the inside zone for a strike. Infield shaded slightly to the left for Bucciero. Fastball low, below the knees, count 1-1. Reverse shift in the outfield as the outfielders a step or 2 to their right. 1-1 count. Bucciero gets under it, sent down the right field line. Paulson gives run and makes the catch in front of the Fordham dugout. 2 quick outs here for Jacob Peterson.
Now batting is the designated hitter, number 6, Madden Akko.
Talk about what John Rizzo did for Stony Brook today. Those 5 innings, not just the length, was really solid. And again, only holds the Fordham Rams to 1 run. Rizzo, the older brother of Nick Rizzo, who was one of their key starters last year as a freshman. First pitch strike outside corner with the fastball for Peterson. Remains to be seen whether the older brother John Rizzo will work his way into this Stony Brook rotation. Today was a strong outing. Peterson misses inside. That said, Stony Brook has not really had much issue with pitching. Especially you take a look at last season, ranked top 100 in the nation in ERA, whip, hits allowed. Ground ball in the hole at short. Misselli fumbles with it, fires across the diamond, and just barely beat Akko by half a step. 1-2-3 inning by Peterson comes in relief and sets the Rams down in order. 6 down, 3 to play. We go to the top of the 7th, 9-1-2 for Stony Brook coming up. Seawolves lead by 3. Back in a moment.
What's up, everyone? I'm Lou Orlando.
I'm Nick Guzman.
And I'm Chaz McAdams.
We're your broadcasters for Fordham men's basketball.
Led by Jackie Johnson, Keith Ergo's Rams are looking to make waves in the 100th anniversary season at the Rose Hill Gym.
We've got you covered for the highs, the lows, the X's and O's as Fordham takes on the gauntlet of the A10.
Don't miss a game. 90.7 FM WFUV is the home of Fordham men's basketball.
We'll do a one-on-one scoreboard update off of that men's basketball promo. 2 Atlantic 10 games in action on the men's side. A big one between Dayton and St. Louis in Ohio. Dayton, the 3 seed, not yet guaranteed a double bye. A win today would do a lot for their chances. You also have the top seed VCU taking on Duke. Some light men's basketball action. A lot of games tomorrow as well. Fordham taking on GW at home at 7 p.m. Top of the 7th, Haywood once again. He's been very solid so far in relief, carries out a trend. The Fordham bullpen, excellent over the weekend against FAU. Haywood misses high with the fastball. Especially, you look at how Sunday's game against FAU, a 6-5 walk-off loss. The way it started, Haywood outside corner for a strike. Bullpen had to get 26 of the 27 outs on Sunday as A.J. Pino a little bit roughed up in that Sunday game against FAU. And they were brilliant. 8.2 innings, 2 runs. One of those runs coming on the walk-off solo shot by Jake Dewar in the bottom of the 9th. But it was heavy lifting for the Fordham bullpen really Friday and Sunday. Jam Maselli. Bucciero ranges over, makes the catch in shortstop territory in front of Taylor Kirk for out number 1. Fourth look at the top of the lineup for the Stony Brook Seawolves. Evan Goforth started the scoring in the 3rd with a solo shot. Takes a pitch breaking away 1-0. To the point about the bullpen, on Friday in an 8-5 loss to FAU, Robbie Stewart comes in relief, 3 innings, only 2 earned runs. Haywood spikes one in the turf behind 2-0. And then on Sunday, you got Cohen Smith, 2.2 innings of hitless, scoreless ball. Chase Hannawall came in through 3 innings of hitless, scoreless ball. And Gannon Brady, credited with the loss, final 2 innings, allowed 2 runs on 39 pitches. 2-1 count to the leadoff man, Evan Goforth. Goforth spent 2 years at Indiana in the Big Ten. Takes low. And the count 3-1. Again, Stony Brook going to need guys like Evan Goforth to really pop out this season. You look at their struggles last year. They finished bottom 3 in the CAA in hits, on-base percentage, runs, as Haywood gets the outside corner for a strike. And scoring, they ranked dead last in batting average, home runs, and slugging. Home runs and slugging, they finished in the bottom 15 of all D1 teams. So it's an offense that's looking to get right behind a pitching staff that has a ton of talent. And you've seen it today as 1-run ball through 6 innings. 3-2 pitch, jammed, Goforth popped up between 2nd and 1st. Dieguez takes it about 10 strides from the first base bag for the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 44, Eric Paulson.
Here's Eric Paulson. He's been quiet today. He has not been quiet in his career. Reigning CAA Rookie of the Year, freshman All-American. One of 10 finalists for the John Olerud two-way Player of the Year. And was the only freshman to reach the semifinals of that award. Served as their closer and one of the top bats last year. 2 outs here in the inning, takes low, 1-0. Terrific freshman season, hit .299 and .850 OPS, 4 home runs, led the team with 16 doubles, and then a .321 ERA as the team's primary closer. Ground ball through the right side, gets through for a base hit, and Paulson aboard for a 3rd time today. 2 hit by pitches now adds a single to the ledger.
Johnny Pilla.
Pitch on the inside corner. Paulson gets the bat out in front, and that'll force Kevin Layton out. Kevin Layton will take the ball from Connor Haywood, who was excellent in relief of Jordan Rodarte. A quick pull from head coach Kevin Layton. Fordham will turn to the freshman right-hander Carson Swaim. Connor Haywood exits with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. The runner on first base, Eric Paulson, his responsibility. But you look at the stat line right now for Connor Haywood. 3 1/3, 2 hits, as of now, no runs, and a strikeout. Very solid and gave Fordham some much needed length out of the bullpen on this Tuesday afternoon. Fairfield, Connecticut native, 5'9", 184 pounds. As Fordham goes to their 3rd righty of the afternoon. For Swaim, this will go down as his 2nd appearance of the season. And a scoreless inning in his D1 debut against Indiana. Now comes in with a runner on first base and 2 outs. Fordham trailing 4-1 in the top of the 7th. Looking to snap what is a 2-game skid in the series history against Stony Brook, and a 3-game losing streak after getting swept in Florida down against FAU. He'll come in and he'll immediately have to face the heart of the lineup. It's the number 3-hole hitter, Johnny Pilla. Pilla 0 for 3. Fielder's choice in his last at-bat. Left-hander settles in, righty on lefty matchup for the freshman Swain. Two outs in the inning. First pitch off speed, gets a strike. That one broke right to left. Caught the inside against Pilla. Off-speed pitch at the knees. Swain gets the call. Pilla disagrees, but he's behind in the count 0-2. Pilla seems to be carrying out the struggles he had at UNC, 1 for 11 down at Carolina. Well, he still boasts the best stats offensively of anyone on the team. Paulson goes, pitch misses inside. And McAndrews, no throw down. So Swain will have to attack Pilla with a runner in scoring position now. Paulson leads off a second. 1-2 count, 2 away in the 7th. Swain delivers, off-speed pitch, lands in foul territory. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Paulson scores easily. Swaim on second, or Pilla on second, with a stand-up double. And the Stony Brook lead now 5-1 to Andrew Canales. Back-to-back hits for the Fordham Rams. A well-struck ball to third base. Well, technically 3 straight hits to open this inning for the Fordham Rams, although Dieguez was caught stealing for the first out. McAndrews up, 2 runners on, 1 away. Fastball inside, does not get the call. So Grabau at second, Canales at first base. Fordham trying to rally here, down to 5 in the bottom of the 7th. McAndrews in the right-hand batter's box. No batting gloves and maroon stirrups. From the stretch, Peterson misses inside again with the heater. McAndrews sporting a white guard over his left hand. Hurt it in the fall, held out the first 11 games, making his season debut today. 2-0 count. Rolled over to third, another chance for Goforth. Flips to second to 1, on to first, not in time. Fielder's choice for Tommy McAndrews. 2 away in the inning. And if Fordham wants to get any runs out of this inning, they'll have to do some clutch 2-out hitting to get it done.
Left fielder number 22, TJ Walker.
So Stony Brook nails Canales at second base. Grabau advances to third, McAndrews at first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. It's TJ Wachter, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts looking. Peterson induces a big swing and miss on that one low. TJ Wachter, 2 for 12 with 6 strikeouts in the early going of this 2025 season. 0-1, misses in the left-hand batter's box. Well, Peterson, smooth and efficient in his first inning of work. 1-2-3 inning, 9 pitches. Having to work a little harder here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. Skips in low. Wachter ahead, 2-1. TJ Wachter came in, a highly acclaimed prospect from the state of New York. Highly acclaimed as a first baseman, as an outfielder, known for his power. Hasn't necessarily put it together yet with the Rams, now in his senior season. Ground ball to third, Goforth plays to his left, fired to second base, and they get the force at second for the final out. 3 hits in the inning for the Fordham Rams, but no runs to show for it. Stony Brook ahead 6-1 as we head to the top of the 8th. Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, my name is Ryan Rucco, WFUV class of 2008. WFUV is your home for all things Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, Fordham men's and women's basketball, in addition to our Saturday show, One-on-One. Stay right here on 90.7 FM for all things WFUV sports.
2 hours deep in our Tuesday afternoon battle between the Fordham Rams, the Stony Brook Seawolves. Fordham at 2-9, Stony Brook at 3-6. Both teams looking to snap losing skids. Stony Brook's lost 6 straight games against Florida Gulf Coast and UNC for the Fordham Rams, coming off a 3-game sweep down at FAU. Right now, Stony Brook in complete control, ahead 6-1 in the top of the 8th. And it's 6-7-8 in the Stony Brook lineup coming up, looking to add to it. Chance Dowdy, 2 for 3. The solo shot back in the 4th inning. Takes first pitch high, 1-0. Perez fires back with a strike. Fastball on the inside corner. Perez going back inside, this time missed. 2-1 count. Perez trying to go outside with the fastball, missed the corner. Now behind 3-1. Three-one pitch. Clips the outside corner, count full on the right-handed outfielder Chance Dowdy. Off the end of the bat, off the glove. Have another pinch hitter. It's number 17, James Schaefer, the freshman infielder, coming in at the 3-hole for the second baseman, Johnny Pilla. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Riley Bell deals. Fastball low, 1-0. James Schaefer, right-hand hitter from Pennsylvania. Slider breaks away. Schaefer heading to count 2-0. Unlike Villani, Schaefer 0 for 2 in his D1 career, has scored a run, however. Riley Bell again misses outside. 3-0 count. Going against the 5'8" freshman. Schaefer, known for his speed, one of the fastest players in all of Pennsylvania, currently stands in the dish and takes low. 4-pitch walk. As Riley Bell has lost the zone, he's loaded the bases. We'll have a third pinch hitter. It's the catcher, Nicholas Solorzano. In at DH for Nico Aspaquelta. The lefty Solorzano, cut and miss at the first pitch from Riley Bell. Solorzano, 203 hitter last year, 19 games started, 24 games played. Comes in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Skies one high to right field. Canales won't have to move. Charges in, tagging from third is Villani. Throw in. Will go to second base. So Villani scores easily, and it's 10-1 Stony Brook with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Sack fly for Solorzano. That'll be his first RBI of the new campaign. Pinch hitting for Matthew Jackson, Kincaid Bergthold. Redshirt freshman takes the slider, breaking away. Bergthold committed to Arizona last year, but redshirted, a Tucson, Arizona native. Comes over to the East Coast, has gotten some early run. Already 5 games started in the early going. Slider catches the zone. Count even 1-1. Bergthold, the 9th hitter to come to the plate here for Stony Brook in this inning. Runners on first and second, 2 out. Stony Brook ahead 10-1 in the top of the 8th. Slider again catches the zone as it breaks front door. Two-strike count, catches the zone, strike 3. Riley Bell gets the backwards K. Not before Stony Brook plates 4 in the inning, and this game has been broken wide open. A 10-1 lead for the Stony Brook Seawolves in just 2 more chances for the Fordham Rams to bound back into this one. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports.
I'm Chaz McAdams.
And I'm Ben Oppenheimer.
And we are 2 of your hosts for On the Hill, the flagship podcast of Fordham Athletics.
We'll be talking about everything from football at Moglia Stadium
to hoops at the historic Rose Hill Gym.
Discussing the ins and outs of all Ram athletes, teams, and big games.
If you want to be part of the Ramily, then listen to On the Hill from WFUV Sports.
Bottom of the 8th and the top of the Fordham lineup coming to bat. Taylor Kirk, Tommy Mackey, David Bucciero, they are a combined 0 for 9 today. That seems par for the course with the way that this Stony Brook pitching staff has dealt. Through 7 innings of work, 1 run, 8 hits, and they turn to their 3rd arm of the day. It's the right-handed sophomore Ty Panarello. Panarello, the 5'9" right-hander, Bayshore native out on Long Island. He makes his 2nd appearance of the season after allowing 6 runs in 3 innings work against UNC. Looking for better fortunes against a non-ranked Fordham Ram offense.
Now batting for Fordham is the shortstop number 12, Taylor Kirk.
Here's the freshman Taylor Kirk. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Infield straight up. Fastball misses high. 1-0. Stony Brook ahead 10-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Panarello delays at the
now pitching for Stony Brook
peak of his
9,
stretch and then deals, catches this corner for a strike. 1-1 count. Off speed, inside corner, strike 2. It's been a slow day at the plate for Taylor Kirk and waves at the off speed, strike 3. Entered play with a 4-game hit streak. Hitting very well the last 4 games, now 0 for 4 as he goes down swinging. Tommy Markey, first pitch swing, pops it straight up into the air. Maselli makes the catch in front of the second base bag, call that P6 as the shortstop settles under it for out number 2. 2 quick outs for Panarello.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 20, Daniel Bucciero.
Appeared against the Rams last year when Fordham visited Stony Brook out on Long Island and earned the first win of his D1 career. Bucciero, good metal on it, to right center field. That's going to get down, one hop off the wall. Bucciero in standing with a double, his first hit of the game.
No biggie, here we go.
And Fordham some action here with 2 outs.
It is a hitter, number 6, Madden Akko.
Here's Mananako, one of the bright spots in the Fordham lineup today. Pair of hits, including a double. Breaking pitch. Gets the call for the strike. Opens Akko out 0-1 count. Goes back to the breaking ball. This time misses away. So Panarello credited with the win last year in a Stony Brook 14-3 win over the Rams. Off the end of the bat, roll to third. Charging is the third baseman. Villani throws across the diamond and nails Akko. Beat him by a half step. And Panarello a solid inning of relief here in the bottom of the 8th. 8 innings down at Stony Brook, completely in control. Seawolves 10, Fordham 1. Final inning here from the Bronx. Back in a second, Lou Orlando bringing you Fordham baseball on Fordham on WFUV Sports.
Hi, this is Michael K., WFUV class of 1982. WFUV is your home for all things Fordham athletics, with live coverage of Fordham football, Fordham men's and women's basketball, in addition to our Saturday show, One on One. Stay right here on 90.7 FM for all things WFUV Sports.
And back with you here from Houlihan Park, Kevin Layton and the Fordham Rams challenging that last play as freshman third baseman Mike Villani charging that slow ground ball at third base. Akko sprinting down the first base line. It was a bang-bang play. First base umpire Brian Drury ruled that Akko was out. Fordham Rams going to challenge. If Akko is indeed safe, it would give Fordham runners on the corners with 2 outs. Panarello is back on the mound, as is the rest of the Stony Brook defense, as they await further instruction and further confirmation from this umpiring crew. A second replay review of this game. Scott Gell, who has come in to replace Luke Zepek behind the plate is going to go back behind the dish and help Panarello warm up as umpires continue to look at this one. Oh, we've got the time, some defensive changes. Or actually, umpires confirm the call. Akko is out. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 8th. On to the top of the 9th we go. And we'll keep it right here after the long delay. For Fordham entering the game, the freshman right-hander James Reddick. Fordham will turn to their 6th arm of the night. 5:02 p.m. in the Bronx, Fordham trailing 10-1. Final inning of play here coming from Houlihan Park as the Rams, in all likelihood, are going to fall to 2-10 and drop their 4th straight game. Stony Brook looking like they're going to snap their 6-game losing streak. James Rank, the Clifton Park native, 6'2", listed at 185 pounds as he warms up from his 3/4 delivery arm angle. 2-time pitcher of the year at Shenandoah High School. Has some experience making it deep in the New York State playoffs. Comes over to the Fordham Rams in a freshman class that has 17 freshmen. As Coach Layden and this staff look to recoup from, well, some pretty crucial players graduating and some key transfers parting ways. All in all, over 20 players either graduating or transferring from last season. Fordham looking to replace them with some younger talent. So it's Reddick on the mound. There'll be some new faces on this Stony Brook team that has replaced all of their starters except for the first baseman Eric Paulson and the shortstop Mike Maselli. Leading things off, number 26, Matthew Wright, pinch hitting for Chance Doughty. Cam Santerre is on deck as he'll come in center field. First pitch swing. Wright rolls it over to second base. Grab out onto first. One pitch, one away. Here's the right-hand hitter, Cam Santerre.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 20, Cam Santerre.
Led Stony Brook in OPS last season. Struggling a bit at the plate. In 7 games started, hitting just .227. Reddick deals and misses away with the fastball. So Santerre at the plate. On deck will be the catcher, Scott Gell. Reddick clips the outside corner this time, count 1-1. Reddick deals on the windup, the 1-1. Breaking ball breaks away and out of the zone, 2-1. Fastball outside, does not get the call. And it's Santerre heading to count 3-0. So a Stony Brook offense that really struggled last year in their 8th place finish in the CAA. They've woken up today. Fastball outside, ball 4. Reddick walks Santerre on 4 pitches. I'll bring up the backup catcher, Scott Gell.
Now batting is the catcher, number 29, Scott Gell.
Make no mistake about it, Stony Brook's been an excellent program, did a lot of their winning in the America East, and they're a relatively new Division I program when you zoom out, all things considered. Reddick misses high in the zone. That's 5 straight balls for the freshman right-hander. Stony Brook didn't join Division I athletics until the year 2000. Slider, front door catches the zone. 1-1 count. But they've certainly developed a really strong program. They've got some really notable MLB players at the top of the list. Joe Nathan. Reddick brushes up and in with a fastball. He nearly hit Gell on that pitch. He's behind 2-1. Joe Nathan was a 6-time All-Star, graduated from Stony Brook back before they were a D1 program. As the slider breaks away, 3-1 count. And Joe Nathan now in the Stony Brook Hall of Fame. In recent memory, you've got Travis Jankowski, who was a part of the New York Mets in recent memory and a part of Stony Brook's 2012 run to the College Baseball World Series. Gell gonna crush this one in left field. All Walker's gonna do is turn around and watch it fly. It's gone. 2-run bomb. It's 12 runs, Stony Brook. My goodness, pouring it on are the Seawolves. And maybe it's something about that 8-hole spot. Luke Zepek, pair of home runs. Scott Gell pinch hits for him. And that's the 3rd home run from a Stony Brook catcher in this ball game. And they're having a lot of fun as Scott Gell dives into a sea of navy blue over by that Stony Brook dugout. Fifth home run of the game for the Stony Brook Seawolves. They have put on a clinic offensively. 12 runs, 13 hits. Pitch hitting for the shortstop will be the sophomore Brett Davino in the left-handed batter's box. And you simply do not see many balls go as high up on the football bleachers as that one did. Davino fouls it back left side. That was a no-doubt home run by Scott Gell, his first of the year. And it is 338 just to get to the wall in left field. If you want to get deep up on the bleachers, you're talking 370, 380 plus. Line drive base hit between first base and second base. And that's a single for the sophomore Brett Davino.
Now batting is the 3rd baseman, number 16, Mike Villani.
Villani singled in the 8th. The left-hander gets back in the box. Looking to do it again in the 9th. Fastball high, 1-0. One-0 count. Reddick misses inside behind 2-0. Hard to believe when you watch Stony Brook hit today that last year they finished dead last in the CAA in home runs and slugging. 26 home runs in the year, a 366 slugging percentage. As Reddick fires outside and misses, it's a 3-0 count to the leadoff hitter Mike Villani. 26 home runs, ranked 281st out of 295 D1 programs. Fastball strike 3-1. The 366 slugging percentage ranked 282nd. So both bottom 15th metrics, but today 5 home runs. And they have put a shellacking on the Fordham Rams today. 3-1 pitch. Fastball strike, outside corner. Count back to 3-2. With Brett Davino pinch hitting for Mike Maselli, the only starter left in the Stony Brook lineup is the reigning CAA Rookie of the Year, Eric Paulson, who stands on deck. And Reddick misses outside, ball 4. And that is 4 straight batters reaching safely. The walk to Santerre, 2-run home run by Gell, single by Davino, and now a walk to Villani.
Number 44, Eric Paulson.
Runners on first and second. Here's Paulson. He's raced base safely in 4 of 5 chances. A single, 3 hit by pitches. Paulson looking to build on a highly acclaimed freshman campaign. Takes the fastball high. Paulson from Massapequa, local Long Island kid, and feels like you can say that about half of this Stony Brook roster. You got 17 different kids from some different part on Long Island, and Stony Brook's done a real nice job of cornering off the market on Long Island prospects, getting some of the best talent in the baseball world to come to their program. Makes a lot of sense. Fastball high, ball 2. You know, granted, there are top Long Island prospects that go elsewhere, that go to Power 5 schools, but if you're in a mid-conference range, a lot of kids find themselves at Stony Brook. Fastball strike, 2-1. Stony Brook's recruited a lot of really strong talent from Long Island. It doesn't get much better than Eric Paulson. Hit .520 in his career in Long Island. Off speed, misses high. And it transitions seamlessly in his freshman year in the CAA. Off to a good start this year. Came into play hitting .306. Fastball brushes up and in, didn't hit him, but that will go down as a walk. And the 5th time today that Paulson has reached base. The freshman James Reddick toiling here as he loads the bases with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Stony Brook already up 12-1. And here's the speedy James Schaefer stepping in. Walk his last at-bat. Takes the first pitch. It's outside. 1-0. Reddick comes back inside with the fastball, misses up and in. First career appearance for James Reddick, struggling a little bit with location here. Off speed, misses high. So a 3-0 count to James Schaefer, and nowhere to put him. Bases are juiced in this 12-1 affair. Seawolves lead by 11. Reddick will go from the windup with the bases juiced. 3-0 pitch. Misses outside, ball 4. And an RBI for James Schaefer as Reddick walks in a run. Well, Kevin Layton has seen enough. James Reddick enters, only records 1 out. And that will do it for the freshman in his debut appearance. The final line. Reddick records 1 out, allows 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and walks 4. Fordham and Kevin Layton will turn things over to the junior right-hander Ryan Egan. Sporting a thick, bushy brown beard and a mustache to boot as well. 7th arm used by Fordham today if you include the starter Jordan Rodarte. It'll be a tough situation for Egan to inherit. Bases juiced and 1 out. The home crowd largely has trickled out here with Fordham trailing by 12 in the late stages of this one. And this is just the first of 4 games for the Fordham Rams this weekend. At the conclusion of this one, there'll be a weekend set against Army West Point. Home games at Houlihan Park Friday and Sunday. The Rams traveling to West Point, New York on Saturday. All 3 games broadcast on ESPN+. Our FUV Sports crew will have the call for Friday and Sunday from Houlihan Park. Fordham in a 12-run game, staying away from any of their top-notch arms of the weekend series coming up. This will be the 4th appearance for the junior Ryan Egan. On 3 appearances, 2 in the 3rd, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. A minuscule 125 batting average against in his 3 appearances. Comes in with the bases loaded, Fordham trailing by 12. And only 1 out in the inning. It's the left-handed hitter Nicholas Solorzano. Fastball skipped into the turf, 1-0. Egan, 3rd season at Rose Hill, missed all of last year with an injury after making 15 appearances as a freshman. Solorzano, under it, pops it foul behind the netting. Corner is in for Fordham. Off speed, misses away. 2-0. 2-1, excuse me. It's Dieguez up over the lip of the turf on the first base side. Bucciero right behind the line connecting second base to third base. Solorzano swings on, skies it to shallow center field. Markey charges on, makes the nice running play. And everyone stays put with 2 away. And now Stony Brook will pinch hit for Kincaid Bergfold with number 1. It's the freshman Nick Samperion. First pitch swing, fouls it off his foot. 1-1. Zamperone, 5'9" outfielder from Port Jefferson Station. Four games played, 2 at-bats, 0 for 2 with an RBI. He's got a good RBI chance here. Bases juiced with 2 outs. Stony Brook ahead 13-1 in the top of the 9th. Egan delivers. Misses low. Count 1-1. Zamperone, 4-year varsity player at Comsawag. Earned all Long Island honors, career batting average up over 400. Known for his speed, broke the Comsawag stolen base record. Fastball in for a strike, 1-2. Fordham 1 strike away from escaping another nightmare inning. The 1-2. Ground ball off the shin of Zamperone. And foul. Infield plays back with 2 outs. Outfield pretty straight on, all things considered. Egan's 1-2. Chopped foul once again towards the Stony Brook dugout. Zamperone sends the off-speed pitch into shallow right field. It will dunk in front of Canales. 1 run scores. They sent 2 runners to third base, and this should end the inning. Throw to second base. They nail Schaefer, who went to third thinking that Paulson would try and score. So credit Zamperone with an RBI single. Extends the Stony Brook lead to 14-1. But Fordham able to pick off Schaefer, getting a little too aggressive, trying to get 2 bags. Bottom of the 9th coming up. For the Fordham Rams, it's Dieguez, Grabau, Canales. When we come back, Rams in a 13-run deficit for our final half inning of play.
Hey guys, Grace McCarran here with Jack Warner.
And we're 2 of your hosts for Nosebleeds, WFUV's one and only baseball podcast.
We'll keep you in the loop on all tri-state news with the Yankees and Mets,
as well as the biggest headlines from around the MLB.
Catch weekly episodes of Nosebleeds on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Take a trip around the bases with Nosebleeds on WFUV Sports.
Final half inning here from Houlihan Park. Lou Orlando bringing you Fordham baseball on WFUV Sports. Stony Brook tacked on 4 more runs in the top of the 9th, and they lead 14-1. In the pitch, the final frame is the first baseman, Eric Paulson. He may not look like it. He is a dominant reliever in the CAA. There's a reason Paulson was a semifinalist for the John Olerud 2A Player of the Year. Paulson recorded 6 saves last season with Stony Brook, a sub-4 ERA. This is his 3rd appearance on the year, struggling so far in 2 appearances. An 11.25 ERA, 5 earned runs in 4 innings pitched, no strikeouts, no walks. So the southpaw Paulson will face Dieguez, Grabau, and Canales. In the bottom of the 9th, 3 right-handers. Looks like Fordham will get a couple pinch hitters in as well. So Dieguez to the plate. Tim Ford will pinch hit for the freshman Anthony Grabau on deck. Final half inning of play. Dieguez takes a pitch outside 1-0, and looks like Matt Senk and his staff going to be able to break the 6-game losing streak. Crushed into left center field. Forces a center field back and over the head. Takes 1 hop and bounces over the wall in left center. A ground rule double for Matt Dieguez. So Matt Dieguez quietly a 3-hit game.
Pinch hitting for Fordham will be number 46, Tim Ford.
Here comes Tim Ford to pinch hit for Anthony Grabau. It's the freshman Tim Ford. 0 for 6 in 5 games so far. Gets a chance with a runner on second base and no one out. Takes an off speed for a strike. You look at this Stony Brook team that pitches really well, that does a lot of little things really well. Probably shouldn't be surprised when you have a head coach like Matt Sank at the helm, his 35th season with the Stony Brook Seawolves. Off speed, breaking pitch in for a strike, Ford behind 0-2. Laundry list of accolades for Senk in his 35 years at Stony Brook. Suffolk Sports Hall of Fame, New York State Baseball Hall of Fame, 3-time America East Coach of the Year. And as Paulson misses away with that fastball, probably most impressively, National Coach of the Year in 2012 when he took Stony Brook on an unforgettable run in the 2012 College World Series. Ford sends it into the hole in right field, gets through for a base hit. The first hit of his D1 career. Back-to-back hits for the Fordham Rams off of Paulson. Puts runners on the corners with no outs for Canales. Stony Brook became
Right fielder, number 23.
the first Northeastern school since 1986 to actually advance to the College Baseball World Series. Led the NCAA with 52 wins. They were led by All-American Travis Jankowski, who went on to get drafted first round. Base hit on the first base side, plates a run for Canales, as scoring is Dieguez. Canales' ground ball splits third base and shortstop. And you can add an RBI to the ledger for Andrew Canales, who's had a 3-hit day now. So runners on first and second. Fordham now trails 14-2. Here in the bottom of the ninth, they have got 12 hits. It hasn't been a problem of getting them on, it's been a problem of getting them in. Off speed drops low for McAndrews. McAndrews making his season debut. 1 for 3, a single in his first at bat. Ground ball off the end of the bat. Flipped at short. On to first, not in time. So Schaefer, the flip to second base for 1 out, and McAndrews reaches base safely at first.
Left fielder, number 22, TJ Walker.
Stony Brook 2 outs away from closing this one down. Runners on the corners with 1 out, and TJ Wachter 0 for 3 so far today. Swings and misses at a fastball outside. It was that run to the 2012 College Baseball World Series that really helped Stony Brook gain some respect as a legitimate D1 program and ultimately graduate up to the CAA. Back in what was an unforgettable run, upset Florida, won 3 straight consecutive elimination games just to get to the Super Regionals, and they knocked off LSU. Paulson misses low. Count 1-2 on TJ Wachter. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Off speed, just missed. Count even 2-2. Wachter hitting 154 on the year after going 0 for 3 to start this one. A chance with a pair of runners on. Kinda missed, strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for TJ Wachter, and the Rams down to their final out. The lineup flips over one last time for Taylor Kirk. 0 for 4, riding a mini hot streak through 4 games. Has cooled off today, 0 for 4 against this excellent Stony Brook pitching staff. Off speed pitch, bottom drops out and gets the swing and miss from Kirk. Kirk sees a fastball outside, the count evens at 1-1. Taylor Kirk has really immediately been thrown into the leadoff role, especially with the injury to Kean Saylor. Has fared well as a freshman. Takes an off-speed pitch in for a strike. Fordham down to their final strike. Runners on the corners, the 1-2. Paulson deals off the end of the bat. rolled over to second base, fielded on the left side, and in time. Beats a speedy Kirk down the line. That's the ball game. Stony Brook 14, Fordham 2. As the Seawolves come to Houlihan Park. Put an absolute shellacking on the Fordham pitching staff. 5 home runs and 15 hits for the Seawolves. Final lines for Stony Brook: 14 runs, 15 hits, no errors for Fordham. 2 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error. Now the win will go to John Rizzo, who was brilliant in 5 innings for Stony Brook. 5 innings, 1 run, 5 hit, 4 Ks. Bullpen did the rest. Shut the door for the Fordham Rams. Jordan Rodarte goes as long as he ever has in his freshman career. 3 1/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 Ks, and bullpen combines to allow 10 runs. Final score once again: Stony Brook 14, Fordham 2. Rams back in action this Friday for a 3-game set against Army West Point. All 3 games will be on ESPN+. A Friday night game at 3 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., Sunday at 12, Friday and Sunday hosted at Houlihan Park. You'll have WFUV broadcast crews for both of those. Until then, signing off for WFUV Sports, I'm Lou Orlando once again. Fordham falls 14-2. They lose at Houlihan Park for the first time this season, and they fall to 2-10 on the year. Stony Brook improves to 4-6. They snap a 6-game losing streak. Fordham Rams back in action this weekend against Army West Point. That'll do it for this WFUV Sports audio broadcast. Signing off. Have a good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Fordham Baseball, a production, as always, of WFUV Sports.